Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
On second down now, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Dalton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Play action here with Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offense. Line. It's going to look at the offensive line coach, and that's when things get dicey.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he locates Walker, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
44.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
Ain't no such thing as that. We take a win. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Haywood.
From the 31, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Check. Watch 54.
Throwing is Allen on third. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Coming to you.
On second down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Right there. 54 miles.
On third down, Dalton trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra.
It's a party now.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. This is caught by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it second down and 12. On second down, it's Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
57's left. I got him.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From midfield, here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Romeo Okwara coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Allen from the gun on third down. They complete it to Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down now, it's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on third down, Dalton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Check.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's Dalton. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Andy Dalton. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his... Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, echo.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You don't want none back.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Campbell making the catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Geis. Stiff-armed him. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Hands up. Wait.
Squeeze. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen to throw once more. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, tight. Jim.
Topper!
Alert!
Hey, Team 6.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen escaping. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Play action here with Doak. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Jones. And an alley to run. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw here, Dalton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
What tight end?
They'll go again to Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Hey, let's go. 54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this third quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. Because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp.
And they had the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes at halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Showing it. Middle. General West.
On second and 11 now. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Allen. He's got Evans. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Avery Williamson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Allen, open man is Ross, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a run with Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They run for it with Breida. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Right there, 54 miles.
No game on this defense, no game.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From midfield here, Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. First and 10 for Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wolf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. They'll look to throw.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never...
Mike,
Hands up, ladies.
Mike 5-4.
Fight this. Watch the script.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. He's got his man. This is Jackson. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. All right, here's Dalton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Here's Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Allen. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Allen. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.